My name's Steve Roy. I'm a Frontline manager at Amgen in Rhode Island. Amgen is a biologics manufacturer and innovator, so we create biologics, which are protein-based drugs that help cure illnesses and improve the lives of patients. And so we do everything from research and development, identifying target drugs, through manufacturing, and then packaging and delivery of those drugs across the world. Biomanufacturing is growing the cells that are needed to produce the biologic, and then purifying the drug product from the rest of the stuff that the cells produce. Generally, a traditional medicine can be produced using synthetic chemistry or physical chemistry, so it's really just a combination of compounds that are put into a reactor. You get the right heat, and boom, there's your drug, sort of like a cookie. Whereas a biologic is more like beer or cheese or wine, where you're leveraging the power of a microorganism in order to produce the product that you want. They're all being produced inside of a bioreactor. They're all similar temperature ranges, similar pH ranges, but to produce a certain protein, that protein might require more of a specific nutrient than another. Protein is a very, very large molecule, so it's constructed differently and then they fold differently. So each product is a little bit different in how we grow it and how we purify it. I manage a team of people who are directly involved in running operations. So that would include setting up process equipment, monitoring cell culture performance, monitoring purification operations, or even inoculating cultures into vials. And the most important thing in a new team member is someone that is interested in continuous learning. The business is constantly changing here at Amgen, and I never expect anybody on my team to know everything right out of college or right from their previous job. There's always a component of you're learning on the fly. We're introducing a new piece of equipment, a new instrument, and you need to learn the details of how that works, what's new in the process. And if you have somebody that has that spirit of continuous learning, they're going to do well. That's what's allowed me to be successful, is being humble and knowing that as much as I've learned, I don't know everything, and that allows me to be receptive and actually hear what other people are teaching me. You know, growing up, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I liked science and tinkering with things. I was a big Lego kid. Let's go tear apart a lawnmower engine to just see how it works. So by the time I got into high school, I was getting good grades in science and I really liked engineering, and I said, well, I might as well be a chemical engineer. My first couple jobs had nothing to do with those things, so I worked in a combined cycle power plant, and then I also worked on nuclear safety systems design. And then I came here to Amgen, where I design biochemical processes. You know, there was a lot of being uncomfortable adjusting to life working in an office or working in a structured environment, because a lot of my summer jobs, I worked construction or worked on farms and things like that, where it's very unstructured. But being able to come in every day and actually write a computer program, and somebody was going to give me a paycheck every 2 weeks for that, that was awesome. There is no typical career path for anyone, at least at Amgen. There are folks that have graduated with degrees in biology that work their way through the ranks. There's folks like me that have had a job in commercial electricity generation and migrated here. There are folks that have worked in the plastics industry. I even know a few folks that have studied marine biology and zoology. So you bring a lot of diversity to any team that you join when you have a diverse set of experiences or backgrounds. If you were going to touch on specific skill sets that somebody in a STEM field really needs to know, it's being comfortable in mathematics and kind of being comfortable in the general basic sciences like the chemistry and the physics, because those are going to form that foundation that allows you to be flexible and move into a variety of different fields. I think the benefit of biotech in Rhode Island is that you have a little bit of everything in Rhode Island. You have like a little bit of suburbia, but you also have the city. You can go to Providence if you're looking for things to do, you know, restaurants, things like that. Access to beaches and access to just things that you might enjoy a little bit more than necessarily just city life, but you're still close to Massachusetts and Boston for learning opportunities if you want to engage with the rest of the industry. Most important message to a high school student or a middle school student: enjoy the journey. a little bit. Like, if you're interested in chess club or science, like I remember I was too embarrassed to join chess club when I was a kid. Because I was afraid, like, what is everybody gonna think of me? Everybody's gonna think I'm a nerd if I join chess club, and I didn't. But now I play chess all the time. It's an amazing game. I love it. Don't be afraid to try new things and explore. Don't worry too much about where you are right now, because where you are right now isn't really indicative of necessarily where you're going. As long as you have that goal in mind in the future and you're working towards it, you can pick up things along the way that are gonna definitely help you when you get there. Yeah, I think teenage me would probably think I was pretty successful. You'd probably think I nailed it. I get to be a nerd every day, and that's awesome.